This guy was selling like $80,000 a month in cigars. He really had no official launch yet. So they do a true blind taste testing. I was the only cigar brand gave me his badge to get into the PCA.
First night,
Like,
you
what
already
the
met
hell?
AJ, you already met Rocky, you already met Davidoff.
And June 2022, I'm in the Cigar Journal magazine already. He's the only rep in the United States for the Cigar Journal. And God placed him in my lap, dude. My goal now is to help turn Louisville into a bourbon and cigar destination. We the bourbon capital of the world, man.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Davante Jennings here on the Puff Sip Chat, coming to you live with another interview where we're gonna be smoking some good cigars, sipping some good drink, and chatting away. I am excited for today's guest. Today's guest made an impactful first impression on me, from me just wanting to indulge in his cigars. Went online, made the purchase, and I'm expecting just a little Ziploc bag with the cigars in it, cool, maybe a little bubble wrap. But as you're going to see when we get into this interview, why that first impression and the first impression means everything. But I'm gonna stop blabbing so we can eventually start lighting, start drinking, and start chatting. Without further ado, I'd like to bring to you Gary Lokes, the CEO of Gary Lokes Premium Cigars. Man, what's up, Gary?
What's going on, baby? How you doing, sir?
I am good. I'm good. I've been excited for this. I'm ready for this. How you doing?
Man, who you telling, man? This is one of my bucket list items, man. So I haven't told anybody this shit, but as soon as this is, if I blocked off my whole day just
Yeah.
for this, man. I've been super excited about it, man. So thank you for having me, man.
Nah, thank you for coming on. And since you so excited about it, and you said it was a bucket list, that means we're gonna make this one an impactful one though. We're gonna sock them in the mouth with it.
Yes, sir. Let's make it happen, man.
Well, before we get into it, what are you gonna be smoking on out of your line today? We're gonna get into the line, but out of everything on your line, what are you smoking today?
I'm be smoking the boss, man.
Whew. Huh. Huh.
The boss, the 7x60, man. So uh, everybody like the little G, which I love the little G too, but the significance behind. Well, all right. So let me tell you about the little G too. Little G, I named after my son Gary Jr.
Okay.
And so if you look at the Robusto, and I only have any little G's with me today either. I bought every damn thing but little G. If you look at the size difference between little G and the Robusto, that's the size difference between me and my son. So he's about 6'7", and I'm about 6'3". And so I'd call that one a little G, man. Yes, sir.
Here, here's the size difference right here. Here's the size difference for y'all. So you see. See, I told y'all I loaded up. We got the big boss, and we got the little G right here for you. So you doing the big boss? You doing the what's the size again on that one? What's the size again?
A 7x60.
7 by
So it's a
6.
2-hour smoke. So I came up with this for the bosses, right? So if you make some boss moves, you take that first hour, you celebrate your boss move. The second hour, you contemplate your next boss move. So we don't take a whole lot of time celebrating this shit, man. We take our time, celebrate for about an hour, and we moving on to the next move.
Well, it's your world. I'm just a squirrel in it. So I ain't gonna be doing the big boss. I ain't gonna be doing the big boss today, but I will be doing the Habano. Good Habano construction A1 on it, as you see. Tell me about it.
No, I was gonna say that one. So last year, the Cigar Journal released their 30th anniversary of the Cigar Journal magazine, and out of all the 60 cigars in there, that was the only one from the United States in there.
Wow. So out of all the cigars on Cigar Journal, this was the only one from the United States that made it through.
Yep, out of 60 cigars, so they do a true blind taste testing, and I was the only cigar brand listed out of 60 cigars that made it to the 30th anniversary edition. That was the only one that made it and it was listed from the United States. So that's crazy, man.
I'm ready to get into it. Well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get the lighting, get the puffing, get the sipping, get the chatting.
Let's do it. So I do a double V cut. I don't know if you can see that. I like the all the
Is
smoke.
is that what they call a crown?
Yeah, they call it crown. I call it double B, whatever you want to call it. Damn, I just cut myself too.
I never tried that before. Here,
I'm extra, man.
off rip, off rip. You know, I have only been in the cigar world and indulging in cigars for about 2 years. I'm ready to put me on a lot of knowledge behind what I'm smoking, what people can expect when they start to smoke it. But I do know from the initial draw, it got a nice. It's a note that I like. That's what I know. It's a note that I like. But wait, could you tell me a little bit about the Habano?
So it's a Nicaraguan, no, it's a Ecuador, Connecticut. No, damn, well, all right, it's a damn. You got me off. Hold on, let me see. So it's a Nicaraguan Habano. It's a Cuban seed. It's grown in Nicaragua and it has a Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. And so when I came up with that blend, actually, when I found out when a lot of the Cubans left Cuba and went to Nicaragua, that was the closest blend they could come up with that was close to a Cuban cigar. So I wanted to kind of pay homage to him because my roller, he's Cuban, so I want to pay homage to the tradition, man.
That's what's up. That's. So this is we could say we could call it an unofficial Cuban then, an unofficial Cuban. So I am technically living the boss life then too right now because you know what I mean. That's exclusive right there. That's exclusive.
That's what I was told anyway. I don't know how true it is though, but hey,
We
it
gonna go
sounds
with it.
good to me,
Yeah, I'm
so
about to
I'm going
say.
with it.
He said it sound good. We gonna go with it, man. And this is what I was telling y'all about beforehand when I knew we were gonna be doing the interview. Off rip, I was like, I want to support the brand. Let me go ahead and shop some. So I went ahead and got every cigar on the line. And like I was telling you, I was expecting it just to come in a regular old bag, a little bubble wrap just to keep it safe, whatever, whatever. But when I opened it, I had got this beautiful box with my name engraved on it, with the Puff Sip Chat logo engraved on it, and the Gary Lokes Premium Cigars in a real box. This is a real box right here. So, can you tell me when it comes to presentation and it comes to doing something specifically like that, like what is going through your mind when you're like, this is something I want to do for this person, or this is why I want to do this?
Well, let me tell you how I got into doing the personalized boxes, man. This is crazy. So when I started, I don't start like I wasn't like everybody else. A lot of people get in the industry, they got a lot of money and stuff, and I did not have no money starting this, man. It was so all the box manufacturers I reached out to had huge minimums that I couldn't afford. So I went to Joanne's Fabric and found me boxes. Bought me a laser engraver. Went to YouTube University, learned how to operate it. Then I started designing my own boxes and stuff. And so then I had a partner of mine. He was like, "No, man, I need an autograph box." And I was like, "Okay." I digitized my signature, and I put it on the box. Then next thing you know, everybody started asking for autograph boxes. I'm like, for personalized boxes. And man, one thing led to another. So I've done boxes for Rick Ross Car and Bike Show, Anthony Hamilton, um, Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharp for the nightcap. I did one for the Roots. I just did one for October London. You name it's just been Lawrence Taylor. And now I do stuff now. I partner with a lot of real estate agents in Louisville,
Mhm.
man. So I've got partner with the radio shows, man. Radio. So when they have preferred clients that they want to make a great impression on, so I put their logo on the box and put their name on the box, and it's a lot of people love to see this stuff with their name on the box. It's personalized stuff, man. So it just
Mhm.
became a thing. And then while my wife was saying something, such and such like the box. I'm like, hold up, baby, I'm not in the box business. I'm in the cigar business. What do they think about the cigars? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not in the box business. I'm in the cigar business. Come on now.
So yeah, man, that's just how that happened, man. And now it's just became a whole thing now.
I like that. So We're gonna get into the crazy lineup that you just listed with the Chad Ochocinco's and the Rick Ross's. We're gonna get into that. But can you tell me what got you your journey into the cigar industry? Yeah, maybe a little bit of your upbringing, and then kind of like what drew you into then producing cigars.
All right, so man, I started smoking cigars when I was about 15 or 16 years old, man. My dad started smoking Al Capone cognac dip cigars, man. And so that was my first time ever smelling a cigar. And when I smelt it, I fell in love with it. So every time he bought a little pack of them, man, I would steal one from him. And so now fast forward, so my kids graduated and went off to college and stuff. And so I was decided I want to do something for myself now because my daughter played volleyball. We traveled all the time.
Mm-hmm.
My son played basketball, so we traveled all the time. They both just happen to be good at what they did. But now that they've grown out of the house, I want to go back to the same places now. And because like we was always in Chicago, Atlanta, St. Louis, uh, Miami, Orlando, and we always did kid friendly shit.
Yep.
So now I want to go back to the same places. I want to do adult friendly shit now. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I moved back to Tennessee because I'm originally from Tennessee, but I live in Louisville now. Moved back to Tennessee when my son got into high school, and he balled out. He played basketball. He balled out, man. And so when he went off to college, I moved back to Louisville. And my brother is heavy in the real estate, investing in Louisville, man. So he told me when I move back to Louisville, we're gonna do this real estate shit together.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get up there, my brother like, nigga, we'll never do business together. I'm like, what? So all right, cool. So a week prior, my cousin from Detroit brought me down to Tatiana Groovy Blue. And I was like, I forgot how much I love cigars. So I got back into smoking those. I'm like, okay, I don't really like the flavor stuff. I want the real cigars, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was sitting there smoking a cigar, watching the game, and trying to brainstorm what can I do, man, to travel. And I'm like, well, what do I like to do? You know what I'm saying? So I was like looking at my cigar. I'm like, I'm gonna start my own cigar brand. I didn't know nobody doing it. Didn't know how to go about it, but it seemed like as soon as I spoke it to the universe, man, just got to start opening doors for me, man, and
Mm-hmm.
just start putting the right people in front of me at the right time. He opened one door, I walked through there. He opened two more doors. I walked through those. He opened four more doors, man. It just starts taking a life of its own, man. And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, what the hell, dude? It's just been
Mm-hmm.
crazy, bro.
The power of the tongue, they say, is very strong. They say, be careful what you ask for. They say, be
Because you
careful.
just might get it.
You
Yep.
just might get it. Okay.
And I asked for it and I got it. So now I don't know what to do with it now, though. But
Well, it obviously we ended up in some big places with some people that want they own manufactured boxes and stuff. So now that we did get that portion, can you tell me how we then creeped over into all of a sudden the Rick Rosses of the world and the Chad Ochocinco's of the world are getting involved with the brand?
well, they not involved. So
Or
I just happened to. I
mhm,
just sent Rick Ross a box out of the blue out of his car. He was having a car and bike show. And I'm just now in the industry. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to make a name for myself. So I just made him a box and sent it to him. I didn't tell anybody I was doing it or anything, man. I just sent it to him. And last year, a partner of mine I work with, he was like, man, have you ever Googled yourself? I'm like, nah, man. Tell you, man, you probably try to Google yourself sometime. I'm like, all right, well, I Googled myself, and then I'm looking at the images, and this box that I did for Rick Ross popped up. I'm like, where the hell that come from, man? I didn't tell nobody about it. I didn't share it. I don't even think I took a picture of it for real. So I'm like, how did I didn't come find out Rick Ross auctioned it off. And he got about like $520 something for it. And that was before I had the double band. That was before all my accolades. That was all before all the partnerships and stuff I got now, man. So somebody's like, man, I wonder how much that box will sell for now. So I wonder how much that box will sell for now too.
me, I want to know how much the box is. See, whenever I auction off mine, because I'm box 459. I want to go ahead and credit that I'm box 459. Just let y'all know it's engraved in the box too. If you don't believe me, so
Yeah, I number all my boxes too, because I never know. You never know, man. I was like, it might be worth something one day.
yeah, and I think that adds something special to it because now it's made it personal. It's like that's my box. I keep a couple boxes just because I feel like if I spend the money to buy a box, I should probably keep the box. But I
Mhm.
actually have an attachment to this box now because I'm like, got my name on it. I got a number designed on it. Like this is my box. I'm 459.
So now I had to do something different now, cause I don't know what's about to happen, dude. So I bought my box from Joanne Fabrics. I don't know if you've been watching the news. Joanne just filed bankruptcy, and they are no longer in business. And the
Wow.
people that were making the boxes only made it for Joanne's Fabric. I'm like, okay, now what do I do? So now I'm in the process of trying to find new boxes and stuff, man. Because I got to continue to do the personalized boxes because it became a thing now, or I might stop doing it. And the people that
Mm,
got them now,
it's
who
exclusive.
knows? It might be it. I don't know. I don't know,
Wow.
man. I don't know what the hell about to happen, dude. Man, shit just been so crazy, man. It just I never would have imagined any of this stuff. So I just like now people ask me to make boxes for people. I just made a box for Roy Jones Jr. a couple of weeks ago. I
Mm.
made a box for I had a partner of mine. He was going to Miami to go see October London. And he was going to go meet with him. He's like, man, hey, I need you to make a box for me. Well, I'm like, all right, cool. And so I made a box for him. So last week, 2 weekends ago, we had the PCA convention in New Orleans. I ran to October London 3 times, dude. I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm like, the first time I'm walking up to my damn hotel, October London, just standing right there in the parking lot. I'm like, what the hell, man? I'm like, dude, did you get that box I made for you, dude? He's like, yeah, I got, man, you made that box. I'm like, he said, man, that was a badass box, man. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he just, as trailer came up with the people dancing and stuff and the bus or whatever. He's in the middle of the street dancing and shit, man. I'm like, what the hell, dude? It's been crazy. I never would imagine this stuff. I never could have wrote it. This is crazy, man, to me.
That is wild. So, do you feel like a lot of what, the successes that are coming for you in the industry are coming from you not really having heavy expectations? Like, because it seemed like the last few things you just said, you had, like, there was no other motive with sending Ross a box other than the fact, like, I just want to send them a box. There's no other motive for, like, really anything. It seems like all the biggest things that are happening are just coming from, like, you having a genuine spot of being like, I just want to do this, and then it turns into something bigger than what you were even expecting.
I don't know. Somebody told me, said maybe I'm getting all the success because I didn't get into it for the money, which I didn't get
Ah,
it for the money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it would be a thing. You know what I'm saying? For real. I just thought it'd be something cool to have my own brand. I can travel and shit, man. I didn't think none of this shit was gonna happen, man. I rewritten my business plan 7 or 8 times, man, because shit started happening to me that I never would have expected. I
hmm.
launched, and believe it or not, I really hadn't even launched my cigars yet, for real. I haven't really had no official launch yet.
Wait, what you mean you haven't had an official launch yet?
I haven't really, cause all right, so man, I'm tell you how crazy this shit is, man. So I released my cigars in August 2021, for real. And that was really not a really big release for real anything. So, but in June 2022, I'm in the Cigar Journal magazine already. My jazz got rated in the Cigar Journal. And my roller was like, how the hell you do that? I'm like, what are you talking about? How the hell you in the Cigar Journal already? I'm like, I don't know, man. I got some good cigars. No. I've been doing this for a long time, man.
You
And
just
he's
don't get
had
in
this
the
on
cigar
factory since I
journal.
want to say 1985, 1995 or something like that. And he said, I've never had one of my cigars rated in the Cigar Journal. How the hell you do that? And so, but when I tell you that God's been placing the right people in front of me at the right times, man, the first day I went to the PCA convention, oh God, I gotta tell you this shit too. And so when I got started, man, on trying to getting into the industry, I was planning on releasing my cigars Father's Day weekend in 2021. Cause I found out me and the Bro brothers, they have a bourbon in Louisville. I found that we're related. And so we was gonna plan on doing like a Father's Day package or whatever. So I had my bands custom made, send them over. They sent them to me for me to inspect them out, and I overnight them to my roller in Miami, and UPS lost them. And I'm like, well, they got all the way to Miami, and they just disappeared. And so I never did get to release them though. But I came home that weekend down to Tennessee, and I stopped in Columbia, Tennessee, right when I just moved. I had just moved from Columbia, Tennessee. I stopped in at this cigar lounge called Battleground South,
Mm.
and I was going to ask him about getting my cigars in there. So I talked to the guy that was behind the bar. I'm like, hey man, I got my own cigar brand. How can I get my cigars in here? He was like, man, you got to talk to the owner. So I'm looking at the pictures on the wall, and I see this picture of this black dude on here or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I wonder if this dude's the owner or whatever. So 15 minutes later, he walks in. Him and his wife walk in. he talking to everybody, greeting everybody, talking to everybody and shit. So after I let it wait till he got settled, and I was like, hey man, I introduced myself, tell him I start my own cigar brand. Hey man, how can I get my cigars into your lounge or whatever? He said, well, you having cigars on you? I'm like, nah, man, I don't have no cigars. How the fuck you gonna come to my cigar lounge and not bring any cigars, man? I'm like, dude.
How you
I'm
gonna
like,
come to the
all
cigar
right.
like they ain't have no
And I
cigars on
told
you?
him what happened. And so he was like, man, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow. He said, no, forget it, man. Tomorrow, Uncle Nearest is having a ribbon cutting ceremony. There's going to be a lot of cigar heads there, and my dude, Cigar Mike, is going to be there. He said, man, I don't know what this brother does, man, but everybody in the industry love him. So I was like, and I've always had my shirt. I have shirts before I even have cigars, believe it or not. So I had a shirt on, and I was like, hey, man, I didn't come down here for this, man. I said, but I'm going to go to my mom's house. I'm going to wash this shirt, and I'll have it on tomorrow. He's like, if you don't smell like bounce tomorrow, motherfucker, I'm gonna talk about you, man. I'm like, okay, all right, whatever, man. So, man, and I got my shirt on, and if I would have had cigars, I would have sold out, man. Everybody would ask me for cigars, and then like
Wow.
3 or 4 people were telling me about Cigar Mike, and then I'm like, okay, who is Cigar Mike? You know what I'm saying? So,
Legendary.
if two guys gave me his number, and I'm like, okay, so I'm like, finally, I called him. He didn't answer the phone, left him a message. 2 seconds later, he called me back, and so, and he was like, man, where you at? I'm like, I'm over here with Julian, man. And he's like, no, Julian over here with me. I'm like, well, I'm over here where Julian was. And then, so I walked over and met him, and we sat there and rapped, and he's like, man, if you're serious about this game, you need to come to New Orleans, Las Vegas for the PCA convention. I'm like, okay. So me and my wife came to my mom's crib that night, and we booked the airfare and hotel stay. We're going to Las Vegas for the PCA convention. So on the way down. This was in, I think, yeah, May or something like that. And then, so the PCA convention was in July. So we heading down to Las Vegas. We had a layover in Charlotte. And I started researching the PCA convention. I found out for members only. And I hate that I told my wife about it in Charlotte because she bugged the shit out of me from Charlotte to Las Vegas. Nigga, how we gonna get in here? How we gonna like, listen, baby, I sound like, baby, we got it this far. We getting in this mug, man. I'm gonna get in this
Yeah.
mug. So I found out that everybody from the convention come to it's a little smaller bar in the Palazzo Casino called the Club Luca Bar or something like that or whatever. So we make our way over there. And I found there's 2 seats. We sat down, and it was a couple sitting in front of us, and they got up and walked off. And then this other guy and his wife came and said, hey, anybody sitting right here? And I'm like, yeah, you can sit right here. So he gave me his business card, and I kind of glanced at it, put it in my pocket. I'm collecting business cards all night. Then I noticed everybody came by him, spoke to him. I really leaned up again. I'm like, now, who are you again, man? He's like, he's Vincent Duran from the Cigar Journal magazine. But at this point, I
Wow.
never even heard of the Cigar Journal magazine at the time. But come to find out, he's the only rep in the United States for the Cigar Journal. And God placed him in my lap, dude. And I'm like, okay. So he was like, and I told him, he said, man, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm starting my own cigar brand. And he said, man, is there anything I can help you with? And at this point, I'm like, I don't have a clue what I need help with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he said, you want me to introduce you to anybody? I'm like, yeah, man, introduce me to everybody. So the first person he introduced me to was Hinky Kellner with Davidoff, man. I'm like, okay. So we sitting there rapping and talking, and then he introduced me to AJ Fernandez. Then he introduced me
Not
to
AJ.
Carlito Fuente. Then he introduced me to Rocky Patel. I'm like, what the hell, dude? This is my first night. First night.
First
I'm
night, you
like, what
already
the
met
hell?
AJ. You already met Rocky. You already met Davidoff. Not Davidoff, but
Yeah, Hinky
the.
Kellner. He was Davidoff to me at this
I'm
point.
about to say
Yeah,
that is that. Anybody walking brand, that's Davidoff, and the
yeah.
only American rep for Cigar Journal. That is
In my
wild.
lap.
That is wild.
Didn't.
That is
But
wild.
I'm talking. This shit has been happening to me ever since I got into this shit, dude. And it's been many nights I go home like, man, what the hell just happened, dude? What the hell just happened? And then let me tell you what else happened. That same night, I go up to the bar, order me a drink, and this guy in front of me turned around, looked at my shirt. He said, man, what do you got, your own cigar lounge or shop? I'm like, yeah, I'm starting my own cigar brand. He was like, oh, really? So you're here for the convention? I'm like, yeah. He said, man, I said, yeah, but I just found out for members only. He was like, yeah, that's bullshit, man. So he gave me his badge to get into the PCA. He said, hey, man, everybody know me. I get in, man. Just go and get in, get on in, man. Do what you have to do. And I'm like, what the fuck? So
What
I
do you
go back
know?
to my table and I tell it to my wife. I'm like, this motherfucker just gave me his badge, dude, just to get in. Like, really? So like, well, how am I gonna get in? I'm like, we gonna get you gonna get in this mother. And
I got the
dude,
badge. You coming with me? Hey,
dude, I'm telling you, it's just been like this ever since I've been into this shit, man.
and
I
it's
never,
just
man. She asked me like, is this our life now? I'm like, I guess so.
I really do fully believe though when you enter in things with the right intentions though, like you said, you didn't enter it for the money and stuff like that. And it's just I think people can feel that. I think people can feel genuine, like just natural. Because the fact that you meeting all these people in one time frame and you ain't even have a badge is kind of crazy to me. It's just crazy. And then for somebody to just throw you a badge is like,
Just gave it to me, dude. And I see him every time now, and he was like, "Oh man, you still here? Oh man!" And like, he was the first guy I saw when I went to the PCA convention. And believe it, it's crazy. I'm still not a member of the PCA. I still get in every year.
that
Crazy
is
shit, man.
wild. That's crazy to me. Okay. We see obviously that God just got a hand on your brand. He got a hand on your brand. He just got the wheel right now. What
That's exactly how I describe it too. Something God, for some reason, has a hand on my brand, and I don't know why, but I'm very, very appreciative of it, though, man.
so with those being said, where do you see the brand going or what do you already have in store for where the brand is going?
Man, I really don't have a clue because I never would have imagined it'd be at this point. And for the record, I still ain't made no fucking money yet at all. I ain't made no money.
He said,
I've
for
given away
anybody
more
listening,
cigars
let me
than I've
make it
actually.
clear.
People see all the stuff I've been doing and stuff, and they assume that I'm making them. But I stopped focusing on selling and just focusing on learning more about the industry, learning more about the
Hmm.
business, trying to grow my brand, get my brand recognition out there,
Hmm.
and all this other stuff, man. So I've had all three of my cigars rated in the Cigar Journal already. My Lil G was a 2023 Cigar Journal Best Buy.
Okay, you can continue. And so all of these have made it to the Cigar Journal right here.
Well, not the all right. So the blends have, but not the cider. So my robustos have made it. Well, my Connecticut robusto, the Jazz, and I'm gonna have to submit the torpedo because when I submitted it the first time, I hadn't named it yet. So now
Ah,
I named it Jazz after my daughter Jasmine. So that was my first cigar that I released. And so now what I've done too, man, I just got a bill. I got a bill introduced in the city and the state in Louisville, because Louisville we have well, before a couple of months ago, we had a city ordinance where we couldn't smoke indoors.
okay.
We were having cigar lounges. So all
Hmm.
our cigar lounges either had to be private, it had to be private pretty much. So I had a bill introduced in the city and in the state, and it passed the Senate, it passed the House, it passed the Senate committee, and the first two readings in the Senate. And but I think the Senate was dragging their feet about bringing it up for a vote. But the city council decided to bring it up for a vote, and it passed like 20-8 or something like that, and it went into effect actually the 24th, like 2 days ago. So 2 days ago,
Whoa.
now cigar lounges are legal in Louisville, Kentucky now. So my goal now is to help turn Louisville into a bourbon and cigar destination. We the bourbon capital of the world, man. So, but we don't have a cigar community. We have one, but it's really not. These people really, it's a few of guys and females, the sisters, man, that's been doing smoking cigars for years and stuff. They have their little groups and stuff, but I wouldn't really call it a cigar community, man. Not like the
Yeah.
cigar community that I'm used to, you know.
Yeah. Well, now you
So now
talking my
that's what I'm
language
working on
though.
now.
You talking my language now because politics, that's my thing right there. So when you start
Yeah, I
talking
know. I
about
heard.
you getting legislation passed I don't think people really understand the significance of what that means. And that's definitely not something people just know off rip to do. So was it just you were like, okay, we can't smoke indoors. This ain't cool. How do I do it? Or did you automatically just know, all right, we got to go get a bill pass?
I just started talking to man. I see. All right, so we had, like I said, we the bourbon capital of the world. So we invite all these people from all over the world to come and taste our bourbon, but we'll send them over to Indiana, right across the bridge, to smoke a cigar with their bourbon. And then my dude that over there, Jeff, he owns Match. It's the cigar lounge we would go to. This guy was selling like $80,000 a month in cigars or whatever. I'm like, dude, that's got to be, we got to do something about it,
That's
man. And
revenue
so,
Louisville missing out on. That's money the state of
uh,
Kentucky is missing out on.
yes, but it was a city ordinance, so it's different cities and towns within Kentucky that had cigar lounges. Louisville is just not one of them.
Was it? Okay, so it's
Yeah,
like down here
that
in
didn't make
Georgia
sense
where
at
Atlanta got
all.
them, but Savannah don't got them. Kind of same
All
thing.
right,
Hmm.
yeah, and so I just started emailing all the city council members, my state representative, and showing them all the accolades that I have and all the stuff, man, and trying to tell them, man, like, so Nashville had just implemented a smoking ban, but they were able to exclude cigar shops, cigar lounges, vape shops,
Hmm.
vape lounges, hookah shops, hookah lounges. The state of Indiana, another neighbor, has a statewide smoking ban, but they were able to exempt cigar lounges. Why can't we figure this out?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't man, why can't we figure this out? It's not that hard.
Hmm.
And so I guess and then see, I played the numbers game. So back in 2021, the Republicans introduced the bill in the city, and the Democrats were in power in Louisville at the time, and
Hmm.
the Democrats shot it down. So, and now that the Republicans are in control in Louisville, I'm like, okay, it's time to bring this up
It's
for a
time
vote
to
again.
go. Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm like, and everybody's telling me, man, they ain't gonna let it, they ain't gonna let it go through. I'm like, no, with that attitude, they won't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm going in, I'm going in. So
The
now I got
strategy.
it done, huh?
I said the strategy, the fact that because when you start talking about like who's in power, who's not in power, when's the best time to introduce a bill, like these are all very strategic things. These ain't just things that you can just pop up and throw in there and be like, okay, we're gonna throw this bill in at this time if you know it's gonna keep getting shot down. So the strategy behind it is amazing to me. Like I love it. No matter what side you fall on, if you fall on this side, you got to respect what you did. Got to respect it.
Man, that's a man. I don't. I play the politics game or whatever though, but at the same time, I don't care who's in office. You still got to hold them accountable. We gotta
Mm-hmm.
make them. And people fail to realize that these people work for us. We don't work for them. You know what I'm saying? They work for us, and they got to do what the people want. And if they don't, we got to put them on notice, man. Your ass gonna be voted out.
100%. 100%. So since we getting on this tip right here, then um, the biggest conversation I feel like I've been hearing a lot when it comes to cigars, of course, is the implementation of tariffs and what this could possibly mean for the cigar industry. Do you have any concerns or any worries or any thoughts behind if you think it? Some people are saying it's not going to make a drastic change. I don't really care. Some people I hear are making whole different business models and changing up how their approach to things are. What's your take on it?
Man, I'm gonna keep doing business as usual, man. I can't stop, won't stop. Now, I got too much time, money, sweat, and tears in this shit for anything like this to hold me back, dude. I'm not letting anything hold me back, man. So, but that's just like anything else, man. We got to move with the punches, man. We got to stop.
Yep.
We got to start planning and stop being so reactionary. And
And
that's what they do. They bet on us reacting instead of we got to start planning, dude. Planning because these people got 100-year plans. We can't plan for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And they bet on us not planning.
and you just hit it with the whole we got to stop being reactionary and start being more proactive when it comes to things. So, see, we just hit on a mass topic just now that I really love. So, But you mentioned some things that I did want to touch on, and we're going to take a little backpedal with is uh, the whiskeys and the bourbons, and this is Puff Sip Chat. I see you taking a little sip. What you drinking on over there? What you drinking on?
Man, I'm drinking all Woodford right now, man.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
like I said earlier, man, my family, my cousin, they got the Bro Brothers bourbon, and I usually drink the Three Kings or whatever. But I forgot. I'm at my mom's house in Tennessee
Mhm.
right now, and I forgot to grab a bottle before I came down, man. And so I just grabbed a bottle of Woodford while I was down here and stuff, man. So that's my other go-to.
Well, I decided to change up my pace. I usually try to do a little seltzer water, whatever. I'm gonna do a cream soda, and I'm not gonna lie, the Habano and the cream soda right now is really hitting. It's doing it for me. So
Really.
these are two different pairings, of course. Do you have a go-to pairing aside from the Three Kings? Do you have a go-to pairing with each different cigar? Is there a drink where you're like, this drink right here will go with any of these, or just a preferred one?
Well, being in Louisville, I made sure that all of my cigars paired well with bourbon. And so, and let me say, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. The jazz, I didn't even like the jazz when I came out with it. There's the Ecuador, Connecticut, has Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. To me, it was too mild, but I wanted something to create something for everybody's palate. Then I had COVID. My palate's changed. Even though I didn't lose my sense of smell or taste, my palate's changed again. But I'm like, okay, it's time for me to revisit this again. Now
Mm-hmm.
I had the opportunity to start revisiting different cigars and stuff didn't sit too well with me or whatever. So now my jazz is my coffee. I drink it with I smoke it with a cup of coffee. I smoked it with a Clase Azul tequila. Oh my god, man,
Mm.
that
Mm.
cigar brought out notes of the Clase Azul I never even tasted before. The Clase
Wow.
Azul brought out notes of the cigar I never even tasted before. I got drunk in the motherfucker that night, man. Man, cause
You kept being lost in the
I
notes,
kept
and you
on
was
trying to
like, "Oh
recreate
snap!
that.
Hold up."
I told my wife coming in the basement, I was like, hey, man, you got to taste this, man. And I'm like, dude, this shit tastes good. And so, man, what one of the joys of doing this, man, too, is trying to find out what pairs well with each other. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It gives me an opportunity to try something different. I don't. I'm a bourbon drinker, but I like to try. I drink tequila. I drink a beer, you know what I'm saying? Or I drink a soda or water sometime
Mm-hmm.
with a cigar, man. So I get the full effect of the cigar without, I guess, changing the flavor profile by adding alcohol to it, you know?
Mm-hmm. I understand that. I understand that. So you are a whiskey bourbon man. Whiskey bourbon man. True Louisville. True Kentucky. That's you. 24. That's you all day.
Well, I was a cognac drinker before I moved to Louisville, man.
Oh, cognac
And
and a Paul
so,
cigar. Why don't you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and so the guy was like, "Oh man, you in Louisville now? You got to drink bourbon now." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, man." The first bourbon he gave me was a Maker's Mark. I'm
Okay.
like, okay, I can deal with this. Oh yeah, it's cool. I can mess with this. And
Okay.
so yeah, but I try different shit, man. I like to try different stuff, man. So now my guy he drink Macallans. He always want me to drink a Macallans with him, man. And my dad, I'm about to go see my dad here in a few, man. He's a Jack Daniels drinker, and
Ah.
and then he also do moonshine, Tennessee moonshine, or we call it Tennessee spring water down here.
Ooh. Ooh. What they say, OG. That's OG right there. Cause boy, can't do it. Can't do it.
They put hair on
Man,
your chest, boy.
man, will it? That's and I nothing but respect for it. Nothing but respect for it. So
I had one hair on my chest, and it killed it though, man.
he said the hair just burnt off. I dig that. I dig that. So you named the jazz after Jasmine, which I
Mhm.
thought you were a jazz musician or you love jazz music. So that is a fun
I do
fact.
love jazz music though. I
You
bought me a
do.
saxophone just to learn how to play it, which I had still in my closet.
I can't even say anything. I got a guitar like that too. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be like Prince. Still ain't come out yet. Still ain't know a note yet. Okay, okay, that's
Well, I bought
interesting.
it during COVID though, man, and so no, it was right before COVID, and I bought it, and this place they were doing giving classes on saxophone and shit. So I'm like, oh shit, man, I love sax, man. So I bought me a sax, man. I was about to do these classes. Then COVID hit, and then they wasn't doing them no more until then. All this stuff happened, man, with the cigar and all this stuff, and now the saxophone's still in the closet, man.
It'll be there. It'll be there. The world needs these cigars more than anything right now. So that saxophone will be there and ready to go whenever you ready. So we ain't even worried about that. And speaking of these amazing cigars, so the Habano, you see, I'm also a fast smoker though, so I get down to the final thirds real quick. But trust me, I would have been putting it out if I was not a fan. I would have just slid it to the side real quick. You would have saw no more smoke in the camera. But you can get these if you get the Loyal to Ash subscription box, and you may also go to, and I'm gonna throw it over to you so you can go ahead and plug where they can get these at real quick.
GaryLokes.com. Plain and simple. Gary LOKS.com.
That's what I'm talking about. And
But it's actually, man, I'm looking to get my. They messed up my distribution license in Louisville, man, Kentucky, man, and now I'm about to get that back, man. Because now, this in the next few months, I'm really about to start focusing on selling. Like I said, I hadn't really had start focusing on selling. I've just been
mhm,
focusing on learning the business, learning the industry,
yeah,
and getting my name out there, getting those partnerships. And now it's time to start focusing on selling because people want my shit now. You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
now I'm actually I got a new blend. So next weekend, if anybody's in Louisville, Kentucky for the Derby, I don't know when this is gonna air though, but I'm doing a pre-release Derby party for this new blend I've been working on. And my guys tell me that I took it to the PCA and gave it to a couple of guys to smoke, and they was like, "This might be your best one yet." I'm like, "Really?"
Wow. What?
So,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want everyone to know we just got an exclusive. We just got an
oh yeah,
exclusive new cigar alert. Steve, new cigar alert on the new cigar alert that we hope to see in the Loyal to Ash subscription box. And when I tell you it's the home of the boutique cigar, you will come across these beautiful cigars like this when you go ahead and get your subscription. So get your subscription, head over to Gary Lokes. Make sure you get every cigar, two of every cigar, one to test, one to rest. You dig what I'm saying? So Gary, before I let you slide out on me, man, I want to give you the opportunity to plug whatever you need to plug, whatever you got to get off that we didn't get into, man. It's your world right now.
all right. Oh man, what I saw. First of all, thank you for having me. Like I told you, man, this was a bucket list item, man. I was, I've seen how Puff Ship Chat has been moving. See how Reggie's been moving, Steve, and them. I'm glad they brought you on, Davante, man. He seemed like a great brother, man. They was just like they've been singing your praises, man. But man, last year I'm gonna say last year alone, man, I put on my social media page that this year is gonna be about collaboration and partnership. I didn't know what that meant though, but my goal was to be the official cigar of the Kentucky Derby since I live in Louisville, Kentucky. Now I'm the official cigar of the Super Bowl Gift Lounge. I'm the official cigar of the West Coast Hip Hop Awards. Last year alone, my cigars were featured at the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame Golf Classic, the PGA Tournament, and the Kentucky Derby. So, man, I don't know what to expect. What's coming next, man? I'm just here for it. I don't know what God got in store for me, man. I never could have written this script, man. If I would have written this script, man, I would have fucked it all up. And I'm sorry to be cussing on your podcast, man, but it's just
You are
who I
fine.
am, man. Because my last corporate job, man, I used to do subrogation or whatever. And this lady used to listen to our phone calls. She's like, Gary, if you ever call me, I'll buy anything you selling, but you can't be cussing like that. And when I'm like, I was like, but listen, I was the number one seller. I was number one seller in the region. And my whole thing was if I can get this other person on the other side of this phone call to say one cuss word, whether they get comfortable enough to say damn or shit or anything, I got them. I
Yeah.
got them. So he's reel them on in, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it was. I would get them to the point where I got them comfortable with me, man. And they're just being myself, though. And I said, if I start my business, I'm gonna put my own name on it because I'm gonna be myself no matter what. And I'm not for everybody, just like my cigars, my brand is not for everybody, but everybody like it. You know what I'm saying? So again, I appreciate you all having me, man. Keep up the great work. I love what you all are doing for the culture, man. And hat off to you, man. Evidently, you got to be a hell of a dude, man, for Reggie and Steve them to bring you in, man. Man, it's just what the cigar community is, man. So be on the lookout, man. I don't know what to expect, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to really, man. I really don't know. I just know the sky's the limit. If God is still in control, man, I keep giving him the glory, man. I
Yes,
just,
indeed.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect, man. So support a brother, man. Support Puff Sip Chat, man. Support, man, all these brothers that's out here doing some amazing work, man.
100%. And so, about time this comes out and airs, I feel like the exclusive you just dropped on us will be out by then. So, will it already have a name by then, or you still working on the
But
name?
I already got a name for it. I just had it. It's called The Legacy, man.
The
So what
legacy.
it is, so, when I did my 23andMe, I found out my people from Cameroon. So
Word.
when I started with my roller, I told him I wanted a Cameroon rapper, and he said he didn't have it at the time. He called me about 4 or 5 months ago and said, Gary, I think I got what you're looking for. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, man, I got a Cameroon rapper. I got a 4-year-old Cameroon rapper. I'm like, how the hell did you get that? You know, I just told him the Gary Lokes wanted it. And I'm like, what the fuck ever, man? And no, I just told him the Gary Lokes wanted it. And I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. And so now this is a 4-year-old Cameroon rapper, Indonesian binder, and a Nicaraguan filler.
Wow. So y'all gonna
And
be
it,
y'all get that. It's gonna be out by the time you see this. So you watching it right now. It's out. Go get it. Be a part of the legacy. There you go. There you go. Little plug. Be a part of the legacy, man. And don't forget, like I said before, and I'll say it again, 4 more times. Loyal to Ask, loyal to Ask, loyal to Ask, loyal to Ask subscription. Shout out to Smoke Dog. Shout out to Gary Lokes Premium Cigars, man. Shout out to Puff Sip Chat. And shout out to you for tuning in. And make sure you continue to keep tuning in, supporting your boutique brands out here in the Puff Sip Chat, which is the home of the boutique brands. So, Gary, my brother, we locked in. I appreciate
thank you,
you.
man.
I
Appreciate
appreciate
you
you.
all, man.
Hey, and I look forward to seeing where God continues to keep steering this Gary Lokes Premium Cigar Mobile.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. I can't wait to meet you in person too, man.
On God.
I met Reggie, and I met Steve, man, and Cigar Mike made it a point that I met those brothers too, man. But I was down there
Legend.
in Tampa Cigar Week 2 years ago, not last year, but the year before. And I asked Cigar Mike before, I'm like, "Are you gonna be down in Tampa for the Tampa Cigar Week?" He told me no. So I know now why he said, but so later on that night, I saw Peaches. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Peaches, what the hell are you doing here? I thought, like I said,
Like a
where
smoke.
Mike at? And he was like, well, he's over here, he's getting ready for, I forget where Mike was at the time or whatever. And so he called me at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know how Cigar Mike is, drunk in the mug. He's like, hey, look, nigga, I need you to be at such and such at the golf course at 8 o'clock in the morning. He said, I want to introduce you to Reggie and Steve, man, the Puff Sip Chat guy. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm there, bro. I'm there. So I'm there at 7:55, bro. I'm like, okay, I'm not, and Mike already drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning. He already poured me a drink. I'm like, I ain't even had breakfast yet. But
He said,
but I
I ain't
met
even had
Reggie and
breakfast yet.
Steve, man, and he's like, man, we got to get you on the show. I'm like, let's make it happen. Now 2 years later, here we go, man. So thank you, man. I appreciate you all, man. Keep up the
Nah,
great work, man.
appreciate you. And since you gave the tag on there, shout out Cigar Mike, man, because he make a lot of full circle things, man. He make a lot of full circle
Yo,
things happen. So
he
like
is the
legend,
plug, dude. And
legend.
and I'm gonna tell you one more story about Cigar Mike though.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, 2 years ago, we're at the PCA convention, and I'm running to Rocky again, man. And I was just telling him. So when we get down there, my wife was like, I just need you to introduce me to two people. I'm like, who's that? I want you to introduce me to Rocky Patel and Guy Fieri. I'm like, oh, okay. So I had met those guys the year prior. And well, I had met Rocky a couple of times before though, but I feel that me and Rocky got somewhat of a relationship though. He know who I am now, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So and I saw him that night and he was like, man, how's everything going? Man, you doing some good stuff? I'm like, man, I thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I was like, man, I would love for you to do a cigar for me. He was like, oh man, come to my booth tomorrow. I'll introduce you to Sean, man. We're gonna get the process started. I'm like, okay. So so the
Okay.
next night, the cigar Mike throwing a party or whatever, and he's had a few drinks. And
Mm-hmm.
so and we both had a few drinks at this point. And I told Mike, dude, Mike, man, you don't believe this shit, man. Like what I said, Rocky said he's gonna do a cigar for me. This motherfucker, he almost started like he was about to start crying, man. He's like, Gary Lokes, man, I don't have no claim to fame, but I know talent. And I told you the first time I met you, man, if you're serious about this life, come to the PCA Convention. I knew if you
Yep.
made it down here, you were going to blow it out of the water, man. So he said, man, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. So just to get that confirmation from the plug, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And then I get the confirmation and the hug and kiss from Carlito and all these guys. Man, it's just been amazing, bro. And now I'm on the Puff Sip chat. Nigga,
Nate,
come on, man.
come
Quit
on.
playing with me. Quit playing with me, man. Let's go.
He said, "Stop playing with me. We up. We up. We up and it's stuck, man. What are you talking about?"
Let's
Yes.
go, man. Thank you again, man. Man, it's been
No,
amazing,
thank
bro.
you, man. We appreciate you. I think even after I'm done with this, I gotta find me. I think I'm ready for the boss after this one. So, my brother, I appreciate you. And we're gonna have to start. We're gonna have to spin the block on this one again eventually. So, and I'm gonna see you soon eventually anyway. So, thank you.
All right, thanks, man. Have a great weekend. Thank you, man.